My name is Toufi Saliba. I need a show of hands. How many of you know what ITU is? Cool. ACM? Okay, we're not going to go through all of them, but ITU is the International Telecommunication Union. It's the #1 in setting standards for telecommunications. In your pocket today is setting standards so your phones can talk to each other and whatnot, and with everyone else on the planet. So that's an extremely essential element for machines to talk to each other. ACM is the Association for Computing Machinery. It's the #1 in computer science, and the issuance of Turing Awards. I chair the ACM globally for ACM PBCC with AI Decentralized, where we collide AI and blockchain. Now, this is not the announcement. I'm going to make a huge announcement here today for the first time, and before I make that, why? The promises of the blockchain, they're just too good. You've all heard of many of the promises, but I can assure you with the existing blockchain, over 90% of them cannot be attained, mainly because of scalability and efficiency. So what's happening next and what's the biggest problem here? One of the promises of the blockchain is to include the entire globe into the financial inclusion. But currently, every single blockchain and every single electronic money system, when it's being introduced to the emerging market, it's actually exploiting the emerging market. Through every transaction, the processing is happening outside of those areas. So if you look at Madagascar and saying, hey, we're going to help you out, we're going to give you electronic money system, no matter who you are, the electronic money system is extracting wealth out of that nation, and we need to stop that. So that problem is huge, along with many other from governance perspective and so on and so forth. So I'm going to borrow this from Andreas Antonopoulos, and it's basically, they cannot be solved without further innovation. Cars needed roads to perform better than older vehicles. So what's the biggest announcement here? After 2.5 years of research, we got to the point working with many of those that are setting the standards for communications to go below layer 1 technology that it's working on the blockchain. Every single blockchain today is a layer 1 technology like HTTP. We're going to layer 0. And through every single packet is getting unique number universally, so you're able to transmit it and transfer value without any permission, without having any ledger sitting anywhere. This is going to change every single blockchain that is out there, 1,400 of them. Whoever is running a blockchain can be sitting on top of this instead of TCP/IP. So no servers, no cloud, no database, no miners, all machines, same class. The world's largest computer is currently sitting in your pocket, partially in your pocket. When you're looking at countries like Madagascar, whatnot, if 3% of the processing of phones that are sitting in people's pockets, you're going to have in Madagascar alone 300,000 times more power than any computer that you've ever seen. So how do we do this? I'm not going to spend the next 30 seconds explaining how, but it's basically going back to the basis of computer science. A huge binary tree with 256 levels. Any human being can imagine that tree, yet any computers from the 70s, they can actually traverse that tree. In that tree, you can have unique numbers more than the estimated atoms in the universe on level 160. So with level 100, 256, you can have a lot more than that. For every single machine, currently IPv6 gives a unique number. With Toda-T, not only every single machine, every single packet is being given a unique number. Who I work with, some of you know Silvio Micali, Turing Award winner, Todd Gebhardt, who was Vice Chair of Intel Security, along with Lala Trotikov, Dan Tolliver, and Sergei Gorbunov, some of the best scientists on the planet. Now, why do we do this? Because sex matters. Thank you.